Welcome to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? This is your go-to source for practical advice and support when considering if a divorce is the right answer for you. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll uncover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here is your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello, and welcome to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to do an unscripted topic, and it's one that I think you're going to find very interesting as you're considering getting a divorce, and that is actually planning for the divorce. What are some things you can do to plan ahead of time and get things, ready for when you are going to go through the divorce process? And when I talk about planning for the divorce, it's more along the lines of what kind of preparation do you need for the courts, for the attorneys, that kind of things. And so we're talking about finances, and we're talking about kids and co-parenting and custody arrangements. And when we're talking about just yourself and going through the process, planning on that. So, when you look at the finances, you're going to want to get all your statements together, whether it's, bank statements, investment statements, house, whatever. It's all got to be appraised out. It all has to have an asset number tied to it because it's all going to be part of dividing between you and your future ex-spouse. So once you get all that put together, and that really also includes your budget. You're going to need to know what you're spending as well as your part of the household unit, if you will, because you're going to be living on your own at the end of this thing. So when you have that aspect, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot that goes into it, but you can get it done and it's not terrible. Now, custody arrangements and kid stuff, that's pretty heavy stuff too. So you want to talk with your ex about this and you want to get their ideas on what they envision. And then you look at it, what you envision, and you start piecing this together. Because really, you want to try to create some stability for your kids so that they feel like, nothing's going to change too much except maybe a location. I mean, each parent's still going to love them. Each parent wants to spend as much time as they can with them. It's just a matter of how is that time going to be structured. And then you got things like drop-offs, pickups, holidays, vacations. I mean, there's a whole slew of things that you're going to work on with regards to the child custody portion of it. And then, I think a piece that is often overlooked is probably the emotional well-being of yourself and planning that, figuring out what am I going to do to keep myself balanced as I go through the divorce process, because the divorce process is going to be more stressful than just pushing the button to think about it. It's like, all right, when it's all said and done, going through the process has to deal with the courts and all those pieces as well. So I hope this gives you a little head start on some of the planning portions of the divorce process. If you need to reach me, my contact information is over in the description. And with that, just remember, divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, and have yourself a fantastic day.